Hello everybody, evidence for you here. NephilimFree, as we all know, is a funny guy. He is a young earth fundamentalist creationist with self-proclaimed healing powers. He has a geocentric worldview and is famous for his lunar bukkake hypothesis. I've been meaning to make a video about him for a while now, and with his latest contribution to his fan base of gullible sheep, I couldn't resist. Today he released a video called "An Evolutionist Bumbles His Fumbling Pseudoscience", and I will address that one later. First, let's talk about Evan Phillips' discussion on my channel with Professor Don Lorhammar. Of course, NephilimFree claims victory on his own channel. That was to be expected, and I couldn't care less about it. What I do care about is that Evan Phillips states that Don Lorhammar left the discussion on purpose because he felt that NephilimFree had him cornered. That is a lie, and I've talked to Evans about it on Skype, explaining what happened, and requested that he would retract that statement. He refuses, and it hurts me that NephilimFree could sink so low that he uses Don's first appearance and malfunction in a hangout to gain cheap points. I was also very clear that Evan Phillips and Don Lorhammar would have a discussion, not a debate. There is no debate whether biological evolution is true or not. Evan Phillips claiming victory and calling the discussion a debate is nothing less than dishonest. The second thing I want to talk about is NephilimFree's video released about 2 weeks ago called "Notice to Atheist". He rambles on for almost 18 minutes, saying the same thing 12 times, with a message that he will not listen to atheist videos because his time is so precious. After that video, he's made more than 50 hours of video material on YouTube. How precious. Now let's talk about his most recent video, "An Evolutionist Bumbles His Fumbling Pseudoscience". This piece of art, crap, is almost too embarrassing to show you. Not for me, but for NephilimFree and his fans. I will play you the whole clip, so nothing will be out of context. Remember when listening to this that Evan Phillips claims victory in a debate about evolution over Don Lorhammar, a professor in molecular biology and an expert in biological evolution. NephilimFree doesn't even know the difference between abiogenesis and evolution. That's all, folks. Take care.
In this video, you're going to hear an evolutionist bumble horribly when trying to support his whacknut evolution theory. This evolutionist on the stage at this university is being asked a question: if evolution happened once, why can't it happen again? Why don't we see any evidence that it has happened again? And his answer is going to be, well, the things that evolved would have eaten their ancestor, and evolution should have stopped it. The truth is, that's what should have happened the first time. But he's going to bumble, trying to say that would have happened only the second, third, fourth times, or whatever. It shouldn't have happened the first time. That's false. He's going to stumble all over himself. It's the stupidity of evolutionism in action right before your eyes. See, if evolution happened so that an organism, a single-celled organism, formed from primordial goo and then diversified into multicellular organisms, the first single-celled organism that was able to reproduce itself and split, one of them would have eaten the other because they're the perfect food source. Why would it go off looking for food? It has food right in front of it. And the first multicellular organism should have eaten its offspring. You see, that would put an end to evolution right there. But evolutionists can't accept the rational thinking, you see. So they have their theory they have to keep hold of. They have to promote as though it's science and pretend that it's logical and rational. And so you're about to hear this evolutionist bumble horribly by proclaiming that because of reproduction, the first evolution event would not have produced organisms that ate themselves, but only the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th would have. It's absurd, psychobabble garbage, just trying to explain away the logical that you'll see here. This evolutionists bumble horribly. Listen to this stupidity.
Over beer, we'll talk about that.
Thank you very much to both of you for an excellent discussion. My question is this: when you talk about intermediate stages in fossils, you're assuming that a cell started 1 billion years ago and it went through these stages. Why didn't a cell start 500 million years ago or 100 million years ago and we see living intermediate stages?
I think maybe what you're asking is something like, if I believed that the origin of life could happen once, why don't I think it could happen again and again and again? The answer is, roughly speaking, other living things eat those things. So, for example, once you have, say, living chemical reactions and other kinds of bacteria around or whatever.
Wait, living chemical reactions?
Another one will never go through to fruition.
Another one will never go through to fruition. But it could happen once, but it just can't happen twice, right? What an idiot.
Right? So if something sort of got started, it would immediately be, I mean, eaten isn't the right word, right? But
consumed is the right word.
The process takes a long time to go from non-living to living. I mean, it's not a single stage or anything. I think maybe a better answer is once you have cells, it's a little bit more clear. So, you know, once you have, say, eukaryotic
Huh? Once you have cells, it's a little more clear?
cells, why do we never get them again? That was an amazingly special, weird, rare event in history.
Oh, so special. Because we have to call it super amazing and special weird, because we can't explain why it should have happened over and over.
Right? Why we think all the eukaryotes are related, for example, is that all eukaryotic cells have mitochondria.
And so the rest of him is just ad hoc adding to and blarba darba darba about what he thinks about happening with evolution theory. He's already bumbled his face off. This is the stupidity of evolution. It's not science. It's not logical. It's not rational. It's utter stupidity. Science has refuted it. This guy's a bonehead. Thanks for watching.